Hey everybody, thought I'd give you a quick status update of what's going on at my fun house. I'm gonna pull the transmission in the Sunbird shortly. It shifts fine, nothing's wrong with the transmission per se, it's just that the shifter's screwed up. It's very close from park to reverse, and there's some slop between reverse and drive. I'm not sure what's wrong. It's inside the case, it's nothing to do with the shifter or the cable. So I rebuilt my spare original transmission. I'll stick that one in and I'll take that one apart. I mean, you gotta split the case. You gotta take the cover off here, the valve body, and this mid case I call it. And the shifter lever is in here, in the main case. I don't feel like doing that in the car. So I thought I would just put this tranny in as a testament to my 125 building skills and see if this one's okay or not. And then it'll give me plenty of time to take that one apart and see what's wrong with it. Hopefully it's a quick fix. Maybe I just screwed up that rooster comb thing inside, I don't know. But this one is the original transmission for my car. It lost reverse many years ago, so I pulled it apart, and the clutches were just gone. They're all burned up. 107,000 miles of abuse did it in. So I rebuilt it just like the one in my car with the deleted servos and accumulators and all that crap. And I opened up the clutch feeds to an 1/8 inch, and I took out the wave plates on the clutch packs. Hopefully it'll slam bang and make me happy. Worst case, it blows up in the launch pad. I fixed that one and put it back in the car, so whatever. I finally got this Cavalier stripped, ready to go to the scrapper. It's a 93. All I wanted was the engine transmission, and I grabbed the doors because they're rot-free, amazingly, but the rest of the car is rough. I mean, people have seen it and said, why you cut this car up? It's beautiful. I mean, it looks great, but this is like the only good piece of sheet metal in the car. It's, you know, it's rotted inside these, the cowl here. If you can see inside there, but it's all rotted right there. The other side's a big hole in it. It's 204,000 miles on this car. I mean, it was loose and floppy. The driver's door hinges are beat. The windows don't work. Yeah, it's all rotted inside here. That's gone. Where the bumper bolts on, the back is all rotted. And the, I call it a beam with the upper rear coil springs mount. It's all rotted there too. That was the main problem when I bought the car. I didn't care, I was gonna part it out anyway. So it looks good, but this quarter's all rotted. It's all bonded out here, and there's a rot hole down there. And you get under it, there's rot holes in the inside the rockers and stuff. It's rough. So I stripped everything I could think of. I didn't pull the steering column, because I have a spare for my car. And it got wet inside, so this thing is skanky. I mean, every time I sat in it, I wanted to vomit. I'm not that big of a germaphobe, but this thing's gross. So I pulled the shifter and the engine tranny and it's sitting right here. It ran great, 204,000 miles on it, and amazingly it ran great. Had great oil pressure, fired right up, had a little exhaust leak. I mean, I'm sure this thing is weak inside. I wouldn't put it in a car and start pounding the piss out of it, but you know, it's good rebuild stuff. And I have a 3.4 upstairs. I was gonna put the heads and intake from the 3.4 and the 3.1. It was one of those 3X XX motors, or whatever they call them. But the more I read, the more people say just rebuild the 3.4. So we'll see if it ever comes to that. I don't know. I mean, it's really only if this tube leader goes to shit and I can't get parts for it, I'll have to do something with it. So that's a story. So this is gonna go up the lift shortly. I just want to get the Cavalier stripped out of here, and I got sidetracked in a few little jobs I was doing. And I picked up this 3.8 turbo V6 over the summer. Originally, when I built my Firebird, it was going to be 3.8 Buick Turbo V6 powered. And then I had kids, and I ran out of time. And I sold the car to I gave it to my friend. My friend had it for a year or two, then he got sick of it, gave it to my brother. So my brother took it over, he put it back together again. I think you've heard this story, but if you haven't, you know, bear with me. He put a small block Chevy in it because he wants something easy for his son, my nephew, to drive. So they put it together, they drove it for years, and my nephew went to college. He got out of college, he got a real job, and bought a Subaru and said, I don't need this old Firebird anymore. I outgrew it, I'm done with it. So my brother couldn't sell it for what he had into it, so I traded in a Hurst Olds I had at 84. If you look way back at my channel, you'll see that. And if you do look way back at my channel, leave a like. Thanks. Anyway, so I originally was going to put a 3.8 turbo V6 in the Firebird. So now I have one. Now I'll go through it and see if it's good shape inside, and just do something stockish. I don't really need to set the world on fire. I mean, I'm way past that. I'm more into the, this is fun to drive, it's cool factor. So there we go. I'll go through this guy. I want to put the tranny in the Sunbird, and this is next. I'll take this thing apart, go through it, see what's wrong with it, if anything, and whip it back together again and put it in the Firebird this winter, I hope. We'll see. I'm still going to physical therapy for my shoulder. This is like the never-ending story, for God's sake, but we're getting there. I mean, I can do stuff. I just don't have near the strength I used to have, and have some of the flexibility back, but you know, whatever, that's my problem. So that's where we stand. Cavalier is done, ready to go. Waiting for my friend to come get it with his tow truck and get it out of here. This one I'm gonna pull the tranny out of shortly. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so I don't have a whole lot of time, but we'll get it done. And then I dive into this, and hopefully next time I shoot a video, this will be done and in this spot, and the Firebird will be sitting there. We'll see. Sometimes things go to shit. So that's it for today. Quick video. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope your projects are going great. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, hope you have a great Thanksgiving with whoever you're celebrating it with. And I will talk to you later.